Hello. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. My honorable jury, my Salansi audience, and my dear brother and sister. In this great moment, I would like to tell you all a story about the stubborn child, under the title of Batu Badaung. It is a local story from Southeast Maluku, and the story begins with, once upon a time, in a small village located in Tanimbar Island, Maluku, there lived a rich man with a wife and 2 children that had already been teenagers. The children were extremely spoiled by their father, so that they became a lazy, conceited children. Their life was so dependent upon other people. There were a lot of servants at their home. One day, their father passed away. Instead of being more mature because of the fact that they had no longer their father around, they were getting more spoiled. Their attitude toward their servant were not getting better. They often said rude words they often said rude words. They often said rude words, and because of that, all the servants at their home feel that they couldn't stay longer. They feel that they couldn't accept to be treated in that way. Then one day, all the servants left the home. Knowing that she had no longer people that could help her, their mother now took care of all the job at their house. Cleaning, cooking, watering flower, washing were all done by their mother. Her children? They couldn't really be counted on. The children treat her mother as if she was a servant. They often use rude words when they ask her to do something. She was actually sad and angry every time she coped with the fact that her children treat her badly. But she couldn't do anything, as she knew that she had failed on teaching her children how to behave. She remembered that she hardly taught her children how to appreciate others. She was only able to cry and regret with everything happened now. Then one day, in the lovely morning, the children woke up from their sleep and suddenly burst into a scream. "Mom, we are hungry! Where is the food?" Getting no response, they scream again. "Mom, don't you hear me?" After getting no response at the second scream, then they got up from their bed and walked to the kitchen. They were now in danger. As they learned that there were no food safe there, then they decided to go to the river because their mother might be washing clothes there. Their mother were washing clothes in the river when suddenly there were a loud voice from behind. "Mom, what are you doing? Why didn't you prepare food for us?" said the boy, and he kicked the basket full of clean clothes. "We are hungry, Mom," said the girls, and she gave a slap of her hand on her mother's back. People in the river that saw it. There were some people in the river that also witnessed what the children did to their mother. Meanwhile, the children kept screaming and hitting her crying mother. When suddenly their mother stopped crying and said, "You two, you are my own blood. Your father has left you lots of wealth, but believe me, they will be all gone soon. You had no respect for me, and now you are no longer my children anymore. You can do everything you want, I don't care you either." Then she walked toward a big black stone. Then she whispered to the stone, "Dear stone, please open your body and let me in. Change me into a lovely flower that is as lovely as a jasmine." Then the stone, no longer after that, a beautiful flowers grow on the top of the stone, a beautiful white flowers. People in the river that saw it were crying and also angry at the same time with the children. Then they drove the children out the village and they took all the remains of wealth in the children's house. The children were crying and as they had been expelled from their own house and also from the village. Then they walked to the river to see the stone. They wished the stone would open and they could come inside to see their mother. Batu Badaung, batulah Talangkan beta hidup sendiri, tak lalu susah. Gunalah apa beta tinggal sendiri, sio, sedangkan mama sudah tarada. Hidup sendiri tak lalu susah. But they know that it would never happen.
Sorry, but the time is up. So sorry.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.